what's up, everybody? Ian Robinson here for Dude, That's Awesome. And as you can tell by the gentlemen that are joining me at the front of the table, it is time to talk Ant-Man. Ant-Man, the exclamation point on phase 2 of the big Marvel Universe ginormous thing that's happening. What did I think of it? Well, oddly enough, I really liked it. Why did I really like it? Well, there's a couple of things that Ant-Man got right that I was really hoping they would. The first one is tone. Tone has been really important to all these Marvel films. They've had these really great, there's a lot of laughs to them, but then it gets serious, there's a lot of action, there's a good mix of comedy and drama which helps the comic book feel. Probably the best example of this would be Guardians of the Galaxy. The worst example of this would of course be the most recent Avengers film, Age of Ultron. Now I have a number of theories as to why Age of Ultron didn't work, but one of the biggest is that the tone wasn't there. It was maudlin and depressing and angst-ridden. That doesn't work for a Marvel comic book film. Ant-Man is not. Ant-Man's very light, it's very funny, there's lots of action, there's surprises, there's good things happening all around. Paul Rudd as Scott Lang is awesome, and it's great because you can't really have Paul Rudd in a serious action comic book film. It just doesn't work. There's got to be laughs or his real star power doesn't shine. He shines here. You believe him as the father, you believe him as the hero, you believe him as the guy that's trying to do the best he can. I also even liked Michael Douglas. I don't like Michael Douglas. I've never liked Michael Douglas in anything he's ever done, except maybe Romancing the Stone. And he's great here as Hank Pym. He's stodgy and pissed off. He's angry. He's emotional when he needs to be. He centers and anchors the story really well, and I really enjoyed his performance. I also liked Evangeline. All right, look. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's Evangeline Lilly, I think, but I'm just going to call her E. Lilly. E. Lilly as Michael Douglas's daughter, who will eventually take over as Wasp. She's awesome too. Not only is she hot as the sun, but you totally believe her as the super badass that she is in the film. The only place I would say maybe they could have used some work was the villain. He's kind of a paper-thin villain. He's like, I'm angry at Hank Pym, so I designed a suit, I perfected this technology, and now I'm going to kill him. Could have used a little bit of a deeper villain, but it doesn't matter because the movie's so much fun, the effects are so much fun, the supporting cast is awesome. The guys who play Scott Lang's like robbery buddies are the highlight of the film. They're hysterical, and right when the seriousness is coming too much or the action's becoming too much, bam, they step in and make you laugh, and it makes the whole thing great.
Dave? Wheels on the ground. Kurt? Eyes in the sky. Luis?
Hey, you know what? I was thinking of a tactic, like when I go undercover, like a whistling, you know what I'm saying, to like blend in.
No. We're trying to be inconspicuous. When you whistle, people look at you. Don't whistle.
The comic book people, myself included, might get a little aggravated because they paid kind of fast and loose with the history of Hank Pym. In the comic book, Hank Pym was kind of a dick, and he was a drunk, and he beat the Wasp, and that's why Ultron, who he actually designed, not Tony Stark, became a dick when he was self-motivated and blah, 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 and all that. They take all that out of the film, which is fine for what Marvel's trying to do for their universe. In this, Michael Douglas was the Ant-Man back in the day, in like the Captain America days, and he also, his wife was flying around with him. They were both doing missions. At one point, his wife had to shrink so small to solve a mission that she became part of the infinitesimal universe, then kept shrinking and shrinking until she eventually passed into nothing. That has crippled Michael Douglas, who doesn't want his daughter involved in the Ant-Man project and does not want the Yellow Jacket project done by his mortal enemy and once protege to get off the ground. So he hires Scott Lang, who starts out as expendable and ends up being an actual superhero to fight the Yellow Jacket. It all works. You may not love how they don't stay right with the comic book, but I don't mind it because it stays true to the source material and it has the spirit of the film totally captured. It also works really well in the universe, and it's a nice lift after the crap that was Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. Now, are there problems? Sure there are problems, but I'm not going to poke holes in them. Paul Rudd is great. E. Lilly is awesome. Michael Douglas is great. Great direction, really funny, a lot of action, and the two post-credit scenes really excite you for Civil War. I am so stoked for that. I can't wait. So my thing, big thumbs up on the Ant-Man. A great film, a great tribute to what Marvel and their writers and the directors and Disney can do when they put their mind to it, and an awesome final note in phase 2. I am Ian Robinson, here with my review for Ant-Man. This is Dude, That's Awesome. Thanks for tuning in.